Hi, in this video I'm going to show you what I do when I'm traveling with my laptop and how we can get images from my laptop onto my desktop system. So what I'm showing you here is a collection which is on my desktop system. This is actually a folder containing some images which I've imported and edited and keyworded whilst I've been away. And what I'm going to do is simply export this, but instead of exporting basic image files, we're going to export a collection containing the keywords and the edits. So all we need to do is highlight the folder, and it could be multiple folders, but I'm just going to do this one folder, and then we right click or command click and then do export this folder as a catalogue, and this is the critical bit. When we do that, it asks us where we want to put it. I'm going to put it onto an external hard disk, and I've already got a folder that I've set up where I can put my exported catalogues. And I'm going to give it a name that's relevant. In this case this is a reunion, so I'm going to call that reunion. And if we look down here, it'll tell me that it's going to export a catalogue containing 26 photos, which sounds about right, so that gives me a good bit of feedback. In fact, I can see over here it's 26. I'm going to get it to export those negative files because all I've done at the moment is import the images from my memory card onto this laptop, but I will need to transfer those negatives along with the catalogue onto my desktop system. So we'll export the negative files. We won't build any previews at this time, but I will include any previews that my laptop's already created. That'll just make things a little quicker when I import it. And then I do click export catalogue. What Lightroom then does is exports to the external hard disk those image files and all of the information that's in the catalogue on this laptop at the moment that relates to those images. Once it's finished that, I can then disconnect the hard disk, plug it into my desktop system and import from another catalogue, and that allows me to transfer everything I've done whilst I've been away. I'm just going to wait for this to finish. It's not many images, so you can see that if you're exporting and you're transferring the negative files from quite a large collection, that might take some time. You might need to go get a cup of coffee. There we go, so that's just about finished. Okay, so that's finished now. So imagine that I've now jumped onto my desktop system at home. How do we import it? So I'm going to do that by just changing to a different catalogue now. I'm just going to open another completely different catalogue. So this time. Now once Lightroom reopens with the new catalogue, so this is, imagine this is my home desktop system now. So all we need to do now is do File, Import from another catalogue, this is the critical bit, and then go find that catalogue, which was on my external hard drive in my exported catalogues folder. Remember, it's called reunion, and we just need to select the catalogue file itself. Click choose. Now what happens is it tells me what it's going to do. It's going to import 26 photos. What should it do? Should it just add the photos to the catalogue without moving them? If I chose that option, which is the default, it wouldn't move the images off the external hard drive onto my drive. So I actually want to copy the new photos to a new location, and the place I want to copy them to is where I'm putting all of my pictures on my system, on my desktop system, and that's in my pictures negatives folder. When I click choose, that will now place the images into that negatives folder. If I now do import, it will now import the images into my desktop catalogue system with all of the edits and the keywords in place.